Okay, we finally got going. We had some small technical issues where I couldn't come in and view the game, which was not exactly ideal to say the least. But we do have the funhavers versus LuB on their way in. Funhavers, Influenza, Ink, and Adam. Let's start with Adam playing in red. Corey likes to play in all the time. He's playing as the Japanese here, and he's kind of went and settled towards the south, not too far away from his teammate Influenza, who's playing as Khmer. Now, Ink is up in the north-hand side, and he's playing as Mayans, and he's got a nice TC on top of the gold. I'm liking the look of that. And on the flip side, we have the Taiwanese B team, LuB. A61 is Rory, who is a bit of a Nomad legend, as far as I'm aware. Let's pick Hindustanis for game one. Burgundians, the top pick for A61. I'm not sure where Yell is. Looks like he's right in the middle here. Yep. And we have KW playing as Dravidians up towards the north. So we kind of have KW and Ink up the north-hand side of the map. With Adam and Flu towards the bottom. And then we kind of have Rory in the orange in the middle here, also with his own teammate. A61 just in the middle too. Maybe like a 1v1 kind of situation up here between these two. And maybe just like a straight up 2v2 between the two bottom players here. But Flo and Adam have got to be careful in terms of like sharing resources, so they've got to flare out where they're going to be going and what they want to be accessing and whatnot. Dog positions, we see Flo and KW not too far away from each other. And then also A61 is the other side of Flo, so it could be difficult, but we're probably going to be expecting Adam to chip in from the left-hand side. With fire galleys or galleys of his own. And then we have Rory and Ink up on the north-hand side. Going to be playing a 1v1. Most likely. So both teams starting pretty strong in terms of civs. I think if I remember the draft correctly though, it's definitely a weaker start for funhavers. So maybe just, if you win the first game with weaker civs, and then you bank the better teams playing their best civs, then you can maybe make up for it in the rest of the set with a 2-1, potentially, which is a legit strat. In all honesty, it is a legit strat. We'll just take a look at scouting. Flair's got a couple of sheep. Already taking them. Does have a boar here, but Adam's going to be taking that. Does have another boar here. So it should be fine. And does have a boar out to the right hand side as well. So likely going to try and make use of them. I would be expecting an FC with Khmer. Nothing to make the buildings is really nice. And you're likely not going to need a barracks as Khmer anyway. So just going straight onto the stable. It has minimal risk here. And Adam just taking that boar. Nice, there's a more up here. He should be fine. Has golden stone. Gold for Flo as well. A61 is in the middle here. Has gold, has stone, has another boar. Here. There's some deer. 2 patches of deer. Actually got a really nice spot. The middle usually does have a lot of resources, but can be challenging as the game goes along. Let's do that when people are trying to transport military across the map and your whole eco is just sitting in the middle of it. Rory has gold on top of the TC pretty much. Another one here, stone to the left. Let's have more deer. Looks like he's going for another boar. Not seen anything as of yet. Let's take a look at the scouting. Actually got really good scouting. A really good scouting this Rory. Oh my god. And does see the board down here is going to go for it. Doesn't have LuB as of yet, so maybe that's going to be a little bit. Just to take a look at. Let's see if he can get it. Oh, he does take LuB. It actually goes for the 2 hits just to make sure it comes. So what I expect each of the players to do here, I think Ink's probably going to go... Well, I guess Flu could go for a really quick feudal age as well, potentially. don't have an eco bonus, but not having to make the second building is actually kind of nice. Gets you an extra fish out, or you can go a little bit earlier. Have more on food. Mines have got to go FC Plumes, right? Gotta be FC Plumes. But being so close to an opponent, which is really vital information, is going to be critical for making a decision. See, Ink's got really nice scouting as well. We should see he's pretty clear. Not a whole lot of people next to him. There we go. First one up, and that is Rory. Making all those savings is nice, and yeah, even if you have the boards rotting now, it's absolutely fine. Just get your villagers onto wood, start the gold income coming. Let's see if he opens galleys or if he opens spires. One thing I really like to see was T90 yesterday open 2 galleys. Because he knew he had such a good uptime. Oh, if I can stop this dog. Oh, he's just missed it. Just missed it. I think he's going hunting. For the dogville, potentially. Either that, he's gonna... I think he's going for the boar, but the villager just went round the long way. Okay. Kinda makes sense as well. Double dog up. Blue's clicked up now as well. You can see KW is also on the way up. Makes sense. As Dravidians and A61 not on the way up yet. I wonder what they have in terms of eco upgrades. Obviously no farm has been dropped yet, but having that cheap horse collar is really nice. Double bit is in already. Okay. Once I get the feudal age, could research Bowsaw as well. Burgundians are like a strange little civ, having to work them out. And yet galley opening in north, and galley opening in the south from KW as well. So 2 players actually committing to water here. But Hindustanis with water and the cheaper vills should be able to get up without too many issues. But Flo's fish is probably going to be dead here. It looks like KW actually knows where they are. Nice. And just more flares. We see Adams on free docks. Should be going. Galleys and is. And yeah, Ink's already feeling pressure. Ink's on stone, so yeah. Plumes is the play. Already has a mill as well, so he can get the market up, no problems. Easy. And different style, even KW just doing the same thing. So I was talking about, so adding a couple of galleys to snipe fish and then trickling in fires afterwards. And then they can deal with the other fire galleys, right? Decent fish investment for a mouthful, and even just putting the fishing ship in front just to block and tank some damage is honestly a really nice touch. Really nice touch. Let's take a look at villager numbers, and it's looking good for the Taiwanese team. You see Ink's lost quite a few fish. He's actually just hiding the other 2 in the north. And Flu is up. Already adding horse collar. Likely just gonna add the stable. Has already done it. Love to see him just to add a scout, especially at this point. Really helps your teammates. He's obviously not got a market. But the fact you don't even have a market, everyone else is going to have one very, very soon. So it's not even helping yourself. That is helping yourself, but it's even better when the shared exploration is playing a part in it as well. Trying to think of the right way to say that. Ink's up as well. Let's take a look at the total resources. 7 on stone. I guess the question for me is how... Do you really not see that boar? Kind of odd, honestly. You can take it. How aggressive do you want to get with the castle? And actually, it looks like A61's thinking the exact same thing. So Ank's trying to come forward, and it looks like they're both looking for the hill. Where can you place it here? Getting the hill's huge, honestly. And then Ank just doesn't respond. Yep. So it's actually more looking like a 2v1 up here, with Dravidian's likely going to come and chip in with yellow, dealing with Ank. And then with Rory down in the bottom side in the orange, playing 2v1 down here, but again with a fish player, so they're going to be delayed. Getting up to Castle Age, and then with Flu, adding some knights, and got to get one out on the field here. But yeah, his fish are all dead. Just adding some demos now, and could get a really good spot on these fish. Oh god, these are, oh my god, they're weak. Right in the middle, oh god. In the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle. Wow. 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 Oh. That was the best part of like 7 fish and chips went down. And it's reflected in the villager count, because KW is now at 27. So that's actually one of the risks of using your fish to block and tank damage. Obviously they're going to lose HP, right? And then that's going to come and bite you back in the bum. Into Castle Age though. Adding a TC. Probably not great. Food eco. Yeah, 0 on food, so really needs to drop farms now. Losing those fish was absolutely huge. What can Adam do? Adam's doing a good job. Michael's up here is looking good. 9 galleys versus 4. Could just snipe a couple of fish on the way past, potentially. Yep, one more. And another one. And good job, enemy center reinforcements. So that's like, it looks like a solid job. And now KW is kind of struggling for food and probably going to have to buy some if he wants. Castilier against Plumes as well. Gotta say, I probably prefer Plumes if they can get the range upgrades, but in this instance, you can't maintain numbers. Castilier can definitely be very good, especially if they get close, right? Just not a lot of HP on Plumes, and Castilier have a charge attack and just do so much. Can be really devastating on archers. Okay, second TC's up for Flue, third one as well. So Flue's got a good approach. Add military first, then add TC. It's really important you take map control and try and force some reactions from your opponent. And just blindly adding TCs. It's kind of odd that people do it so often in Nomad, and I don't really understand why, when you wouldn't do it in other gameplays or other maps. No armor in these bad boys, so gotta be careful. Taking too much damage. Plumes are now gonna find the villager. Rory is just kind of like chilling in the moment. It's quite weird. Just defensive monastery in the meantime. Trying to find this vill now next to the dock as well. How's Adam's galley mass looking? Looks like both players gonna trade. Honestly, it'll maybe a little bit sloppy from Rory. He's going to lose all his fish here. Which is certainly not ideal. Yeah. When does flare it out. Big galley mass. So takes out pretty much all of Adam's. And the only thing really remaining on water is military. Not a lot of fish at all. Not a lot of fish at all. So, really good high standard of the game so far. We got Castilier versus more Plumes. You can see KW is a little bit on stone. Ank's continue to be on stone, but a castle is already coming. And we have 9 villagers, 2 monks here. I think the castle goes up without too many issues, in all honesty. likely without too many issues. I think does just buy the rest of the stone though. Knights are also here from Flu. 2 monks in behind. It's a lot of extra vills. I think they both go up. Then we're making questions of whose eco is going to be better. And likely going to be the Burgundian. And even diving on the villagers as well. But yeah, both are going to go up. Just who the loss is greater for. You can see Ink is down to 41 bills and A61's up to 51 now. So there's a little bill lead going. Blue's up to 60 bills. He's on 3 Ts. It is also Kimmer. Blacksmith coming in now as well. Adam's going to start coming into the game. I'd love to see a defensive castle just to hold down both players here. Might be at a risk of Roy coming in and kind of steamrolling a bit. Rory's just like full booming on land. Not even contributing at all. He's just been focused on water. And yeah, let's see what Flay can do. Let's see if they can force a reaction. It's not like he's very well being forced, is it? He's just got some TCs. It's up to his 4th one now. He's not got no castles, no stone walls, anything like that. I think which unit is better down to if you have fish. Which unit is better if you have fish? You mean Plumes and Castilier? Is it going ozone? Take that trade every day for Yell. I think the important thing was getting the castle up, right? Might even have to get baited into a siege workshop here. Or you clear it with Castilier, 175 HP. I guess it goes down really fast. That's insane. It goes really fast. Now Flo is making his move. He's got a ram out as well. Maybe Mangonel next step. Yep. The game really rests on Flo by the looks of it. And he does have the eco to really kind of support it. Good knight numbers now. +1/+1. The Dravidian player is taking into pikes. And that could spell some problems. So the Taiwanese team definitely have pretty much all of the water. It could be a nice little snipe by Adam, but he's going to run those fires. Didn't even bother with our galley upgrade, which I guess to me makes quite a lot of sense actually. Okay, A61 did get some nice picks on the Vels. It's the beauty of Castilier. The big moment is really coming here. The Hindustanis actually get redemption, which is just ridiculous. Blue goes into the Mangonel. Likely gonna lose the ram as well. And then adding his own spearman. Okay. Obviously playing into Hindustanis, worried about potential camels, right? So just convert that back. Just convert it back. Convert it back. Convert it back. Don't kill it. Don't kill it, man. I don't know why Debs thought redemption would be a good idea for Hindustani. It's just ridiculous. Nice castle on the bottom side now. So we had the first 2 up north. And then this one on the bottom. Just going to help secure the whole Miko. It's always a risk going forward castles on the opponent. You always leave your eco a little bit at risk, but the castle here, the RTC, should help defend pretty damn well. Okay, KW is up first. And honestly, Dravidian eco is so fucking good. If you have fishing ships alive, the extra they drop off, especially on these long distance fish, they're just unbelievable. The question is, what do you kind of go into? It's usually a halb siege. Of course, they get bombard cannons now as well, but he is going for fletching. It's KW. They're in a good spot. And Floyd's making light camp, which probably should put him further away. He might have to stall out his military queue here. That's what he wants to do. He might try and overwhelm as well, that's the thing. Like, Rory still doesn't have a castle, you know what I mean? camels are coming out now. Ink's going for a... Ooh, he's going for a big ram push. Okay. Unfortunately, you can't put... Oh, they're kind of bugging out. You can't put petards on rams. But maybe use the rams cover, try and go for some petards as well. And yet, even A61's coming down with the Castelia now, which should wipe the army if they do engage, but enough for Floy to just take a step back in the meantime, which means the castle should go down. Because the yellow Castelia are totally out of position. Okay, what have we seen from Adam? 1 TC, 2 TC, 3 TC, 4. And Japanese likely going to go into some sort of pike siege as they go into imp as well. And resources aren't looking shocking, let's say that. It's on the way up. It's on the way up. Okay, castle from blue there as well, be able to start trebbing on teal. And that's going to go ARP. That's going to go ARP. Kind of really interesting team positions. We can see we've got the Taiwanese team here, yellow, orange and blue up on this side, and then Ink's just kind of behind enemy lines, and then Adam and Flo down to the bottom, but lots of space to the right for players to expand out to. It could be a game that goes for quite a while. If alright, how's it going, Joe? The redemption emote. Let's go. And this is the issue with Castelia, with archer units. They just, if they get close to you and they have the charge up, kind of just ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous. Nice castle from Adam, does have pikes to defend. And only 6 there, but it's going to go up. Flo's up as well now. Still on 3 TCs. Let's see how many farmers he's got. He's up to 45. Looks like he's going to be on to help us as well. So maybe actually the ARBs are really critical here actually. That's not really what you usually see or expect. Help is already out from Adam. So what does Ink do? I feel like Ink needs to start running. He's probably going to have to go for ARBs of his own. But how close is he? Is he close to clicking up? Oof. He's not get any gold access. As long as he's in Castle Age though, he can be slung res. Is that a possibility? He could get slung up. But it's a matter if Adam wants to, like... He could sling on the gold. And, like, try and survive on helps in the meantime. Gotta target the villagers, man. Okay, nice quick walls on the gate, though. Orbs in the back, there is a few poems. Only +1/+1, no. Ram's still making some work. Treb's coming forward. Castelia do lose a few numbers. And Flo's actually still getting good, decent damage here. Let's take a look at the Vel count. Still 116. But Rory is going down. The main player that's kind of out the game is Ink. He's down to 64 Vels and everyone's at least 110, pretty much. With Flo's up to 130. But if he can just migrate towards the east here, there's still lots, you know, but he is taking losses and our castle does go down. Is Adam gonna go... Is he gonna go Onager? What does he do against this big massive ARBs? He has added mangoes. He's got double... He has got pretty much got the res for Onager. Maybe that's what he's gonna go for. No bomber cannons for Khmer. No bomber cannons for Japanese. They have fantastic trebs. But can make things quite awkward. Hindustanis have bomber cannons. Burgundians have bomber cannons. In fact, we actually have a team with no bomber cannons versus a team with bomber cannons. Gonna get a direct hit or not? Just keeping it in mangoes in the meantime. But be careful with the halves. Upgrades are looking good for Flu, just missing attack. Oh, we're in quite just yet. Do we have Trebs? Kimura can go Siege Ram. That is true though. Let's have a look at Ink's spell count. So it's 70, so he's not lost anymore. TC's running. Kind of feels like he's been a little bit forgotten about. See if he can boom back into the game. If you can boom back into the game with Mayans and just go for Eagles. Now, honestly, Eagles could be amazing here. Just a matter of getting to Imperial Age and being able to go for them, which is not simple. Okay, Treb versus Treb here. Free versus an Onager is in. Okay, big attack round, big attack round, big attack round. Oof. It's the same thing. If they get close to the siege, and if they have the charge up, That doesn't feel good. Okay, Ink's now getting Treb from this side as well. Said a lot of this game largely depends on Flu being able to carry it. And kind of unfortunate he's way at the back here as well.
Shot it.
They can somehow close in. It looks good, but it looks like LuB are the ones that are expanding. Ink is adding bells, he's up to 80 now. Castle should go down. Boom. That is working villagers up here as well. Total pop count 196 for Flu, 174 for Dark Adam. KW's up to 200 pretty much. A61 is the one that's kind of lagging, but he's gained pretty good map control. Sniped some siege when needed. I guess just not got a lot of room to boom right. Maybe needs to try and work out to the right hand side, but then there's like Adam's castle here. That's a 2 of his own, and then Ink's expanded out here as well. And Ink's gonna go for monasteries. Monasteries is Mayans? What? And maybe even could come more forward. A61 with that castle. Feels like Ink is slowly getting deleted off the map, and Rory's just kind of like holding. But I did say, the Taiwanese team did start the set with much stronger civs. So, you know, could be a bit of a talking point in there for the rest of the series, and the civs for the funhavers are definitely not as good for an opening game, which is 100% deliberate. We got mass camels coming out. Elite Gulam, is it? Yep, even Elite Gulam, 8 pierce armor on these guys. Siege elephants, Dizzler's a castle. Isama guard tower's gonna be on the way as well from Adam. Ink's gotta be absolutely hating life, down to 59 vills now. And he is gonna start getting trapped. Triple monastery is an interesting one. Castelia, like, pretty much one-shot monks. Especially if there's 2 of them. especially if there's a couple of them. Yeah, back down to 50 villagers, they're not really gaining any leeway at all. Adam is making some progress here, but bomber cannons coming over. Castelia diving on the trebs. Does get a good few conversions. Once the castle's on the hill from Rory. Castelia just doing an amazing job of sniping. Kinda feeling like their game. Man, golems even feel like they suck against halves. I guess they've got 10 attack, right? And mass is probably not terrible. And have more... no, same armor. Okay. Okay, so Treb should be... sorry, the guard tower should be helping out the Trebs. Again, just diving for them though. On the guard, getting some nice shots. Trying to convert the bomber cannons. That's a block printing. This is like such an AI army. It's beautiful. Oh god, I think it's very close to start losing some stuff. Castelia raiding now. Pop counts are looking good for most. It's just Ink is the one that's lagging. It's very difficult to push when you're such far behind in total population. Probably need to have much better civs, but one castle has went down from Rory, so Flo's doing a good job there. Maybe enough monks for Ink to defend now. They just gotta add eco. Just gotta add economy. How are we looking in the middle? Looks like Adam does somewhat lose his position. Castle does go down. One guard tower as well. Might lose the rest. Add the more onagers. Bomber cannons in behind though. KW is just not really letting Ink expand anywhere. Or kind of just take stock of the situation at all. Ink is gonna dive. He's only one range ahead of them. Oh boy. One goes down. Okay, gets a conversion, gets two conversions. Gets another one. Another one. And another one. And even a couple of halves coming over now, but TC is gonna go down. How are we looking in the mid? Man, these Castelia are just so good at sniping onagers. Is Chloe getting a good push on? I think he's doing enough. Does have helps. I didn't see any handies from orange as of yet. There is yellow hand cannons on our Burgundians, so they get more damage on them, which is even more annoying. Yeah, Ink's in a tough spot. He's trying to add TC after TC. And we see A61 just starting to push now with Trebs as well. More guard towers over this side, but you have A61 really pushing here. Adam's definitely losing ground, but you could say the same for Rory on the other side with Flu. Pushing in now as well. And he actually did go for Imperial Camel. Despite halves already being out. Maybe it would have been better going for hand cannons versus the Imperial Camel. Going into the halves, you know? Okay, keep his heart in for Adam as well. So lots of trebs, lots of bomber cannons, breathing down his neck now. Even Burgundian Hussar. Oh boy. Yeah, and Adam's really struggling. Ink's really struggling. There is 10 monks coming over though. Doesn't have anything on gold at all. You guys adding barracks, so might want to spam some pikes. The push is slow, but the push is happening. And Flo is quite well defended as well. He is pretty well defended. Is he floating foot now where he can maybe sling? to... I think definitely not. And Adam, not so much either. Adam is sitting on a decent amount of gold though. This pop is also dropping. And even Flo's is as well. His is down to 150. A61 is now the one that's up to 190 pop. It's got 140 villagers. Hussar's obviously pretty easy just to spam out. Feels like the control of the game's starting to slip. More so than it has. But the monks are over. Could contribute. Hand cannons don't lose the trebs to the handies. Even on no, the hussar. Okay, they're all dead. Yeah, more keeps coming up. Don't think they can stop it now. I don't think they can stop it. Trebs are doing the business. Blues, pop, still 150. Thanks up to 60 villagers. But KW is now helping over this side as well. Still a lot of gold and stone up here that they continue to take. Love to see more castles down if they can. These keeps are certainly annoying. Big scores for both teams. Yeah, Anxious trying to add pikes. I think potentially a little bit futile at this stage. Yellow is out of gold though, by the looks of it, or castles in general. Does have 4. Does have a decent amount of gold left, who did want to keep going for Castelia. Probably more concerned about getting pop going, and that's why he's added Hussar. Yeah, and Rory's just pushing in now with KW in. Writing's probably been on the wall for the last 5 minutes or so. But essentially having ink out the game was the major issue there. Flo done a great job actually for the game to go on for so long.
Oh!
Isama keeps, I know I'm
Oh, kill him! Oh, kill him! Oh!
These things are probably my favourite. They're probably one of my favourite things in the game. Sounds ridiculous because it's a tower, right? Thank you, Gamble. Thanks for the prime. Good game. Really good solid game to start us off. Said both of these teams are really can be considered both Nomad specialists, really. Just tap into Discord. We just moved funhavers. That's 1-0. Oh, that was Age of Empires free music. Okay, well, game number 2 then. And let's take a look at the funhavers. So Adam is out. San is in. A name most people are really going to be familiar with. And we'll start with Flo in green, and he's going with Lithuanians, arguably one of the best civs on Nomad because of the extra food that you get. And they have very good options as well in terms of the military they can go for. So you can see he's kind of TC'd into the middle here. But simply because of the extra food, you can streamline all of your eco in this early game right onto wood and not have to really worry. By the time you're worrying about the food, it's almost like it's kicking in from the fish. So all you need is one board, is relatively close. Have like 2 villagers on it. Everything will be golden. Ink is also not too far away. He's playing as Italians. He's just kind of towards the right hand side of Flo. Also in the middle. The middle does have its risks. but they've actually got a nice little indent of water here, which maybe make things a little bit easier to defend. And then we have Hassan playing in the grey. Looks like he's not too far up either, so we've pretty much got all the funhavers in the middle. He's playing his Mongols on a patch of deer, on a patch of on a single boar, which is really going to help get his early eco going. And then Mongols, because of this hunt bonus, are actually a low-key, pretty good water sieve. Really not that bad, because you can get that nice early uptime. Oh, look at this. Sag. Big Sag. Okay, LuB, on the flip side, to start with KW. He's actually not too far away from Ink. He's playing as the Byzantines in the blue, on the southeast of the map. And also, A61 is also down here as Franks, right down to the bottom. So I've been saying this full time, Franks are not a bad TG civ on Nomad at all, and they've been getting picked and played quite a bit. Quite a bit. This eco, when it kicks in with heavy plow, the berry bonus is also nice. Extra line of sight on the knights, and then you also have these really strong knights at the end of the day. Not too shabby at all. We also have Rory up here, and he's playing Bohemians, one of my favourite civs to play on Nomad. There's the extra collection you get in gold and the stone as you go throughout the game. To me, seems extremely strong, probably a bit too strong, but yet to receive a nerf. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Let's take a look at docks. We do have Hassan up in the north kind of west here. You can see it in the grey just about. He's got his teammates. He does have Ink on the other side of KW, so it could be a nice 2v1 situation here up in the north. And then Flu's not too far away either, so potentially all the fun havers here in the north, and being close to each other maybe isn't good in the long term in terms for your economy, but for the early game and Feudal Age and Castle Age, where you can help and support each other and on water for the military, is really important. And that's mean we have A61 and Rory right down the bottom here, who are going to have pretty free fish. It might be uninterrupted, but definitely hard to interrupt for sure. We'll see if Rory decides to go for the boar at one point. Just collect that. That's really the early stages of the game covered. We'll see how players decide to open here. We had 2 players from each team the last game. Both came in pretty heavy to water. And I'm interested to see if that's going to happen again. Okay, let's take a look at scouting if we can. Blood does have a couple of sheep. Would like to see them move and bringing them in. Now, it's going to be pretty important to find where your enemies are. And I think Ink did. Where are this? Going for the outpost already. The thing is, the outpost in Dark Age, not very good. But it's of course Byzantines, don't go into the TC. Oof. Let's get one. Ooh. So when he does get to Feudal Age, he's going to have extra vision in this, which is going to be really nice. No limb, what are you doing, dude? Okay, one more. Oh my god. The deer was absolutely trolling him. So just going to get the walls up behind Inks. And going to try and go to the right hand side as well. Starting to get around that time of the game where someone would be clicking up. First person I would be expecting is Ink, in all honesty, with that cheaper up to Feudal Age, or Flu. Let's take a look at how many fish he does have. Looks like 6 in total. Yep. He's on to sheep though. Did he not? Did he not? Ooh. So having to eat the sheep is just, it can be really bad, right? The sand just nabbing that boar as well is really nice. Especially as Mongols. Especially as Mongols. It's gonna delay his click up time. And if you get delayed, honestly I think you're better just gonna go for FC. So you really need to communicate that to your teammates that you're not having the best arc gauge. And this is where flexible sieves really come in nice. And maybe have someone else commit to water a bit harder. Yeah, so they know where they are. Should have a nice big strong base here. Ink's up, and A61's up. And A61 is Frank's. I guess, gonna play water. I guess so, right? No mill up. So early castle age, doesn't seem like it. It'd be a crazy time. Could like sell stone and do some shenanigans, most likely, but add in docks.
Hey.
But Frank's with fish boom could be troublesome. Imagine having the fish boom and then adding the farms at a later stage. And K1's going for big walls, man. Oh my god. And we'll secure quite a lot of the... We'll secure quite a lot of the map. And Rory's up here further north. Take a look at his res. Okay, looks good for FC. Has a wood. Gonna have the gold. Pretty much have the food as well, I think. Yeah, uninterrupted fish at the bottom. And if you want one civilization playing in the disruptor role, it's probably going to be Bohemians. Gonna get stone shaft mining as you go into castle age. Putting up castles everywhere. Could be an absolute nuisance to deal with. We do have Mongols on the flip side from Hassan. Looks like he's committing to feudal age though. No, Market's coming up, just adding some fires. Actually missing the gold though. So gonna have to do some selling now. So doesn't have the wood for a blacksmith. So if you just have, why add the fire? Fire's not necessary. Just delete the fire, you have the wood for the blacksmith, and then you'd be on the way up to castle already. I think get the buildings down, click castle age, then click up. And he's delaying himself, and Rory's already on the way up. He's got 7 on stone. Long term, I don't mind Mangadai against food carts if that's what you want to go. But yeah, they do need upgrades. Let's put it that way. They're very tanky, difficult to deal with, and no redemption for Mongols. Of course, you do have redemption from Lithuanians, which you would need to convert them. They're not the most mobile unit, of course, but when you're so close to your opponents, like 2 opponents you're really close to, you don't exactly need a lot of mobility. Just gotta be careful. Like, actually taking wood on the same side, like, does Flo see that? That's, oh my god, that's wild. That is absolutely wild to me. Okay, market's up. Blue does have a couple of scouts out. He's up to castle age as well. The castle drop is coming. Okay, can't even see it. He's got no idea. Hassan has no idea. And that's gonna be... It's gonna be a nasty shock when he found out. I guess gonna have to try and go for a counter castle on top of someone else. Maybe if he comes round from this side. And also tries to get Rory's. Could be nice, let's see if Flo can pick anything off. But the scouts are getting very valuable information right now. And you can see that. Might even be able to pick a weak Vil. Castle does go up, takes a couple of Vils. Let's take it. Yeah, gonna go for the counter castle on the top of DC. Needs to be a little bit closer though. I mean, It's not even... It could be closer, right? It could be on top of the gold and all the TC. Nice, like... Just the positioning of it is a little bit to be questioned. The idea is right, though. This is the thing with forward cancels. You obviously leave yourself open behind. What are these quick walls? Gonna try and quick wall, stone wall up to here into the TC. Okay. Also makes sense. Kind of. I mean, from this side it makes sense. Too many villagers working on the same piece of wall, unfortunately. And Flu's going Knights. Forward Siege. TC being added here from KW. Looks like you're gonna find a villager in here. Not too sure. Any TC's been added? Nope. And yeah, A61's done a good job of pressure water, but there's still a lot of fish economy still left alive. A lot of fish economy left for both players. Both teams. Which is not what happened in game 1. It was like all the fish had died and there was just military left. Okay, A61's in. War Galley and TCs is what I'd like to see. And that's what's coming. Man, I don't know if Hassan's even aware of these units, but they're fucking brutal. Because he doesn't play a whole lot. And I feel like he may not even be aware of, like... I don't think he plays a lot of Arena and anything like that, but do have a few knights coming over, +1, and that should be enough. Fireship's gonna absolutely slap here, though. Okay, castle is gonna go down, eventually. Yeah. Maybe could go for a demo there, but there's already retreating. And... Scally's here from Ink. What is he going for in land? Not really seen a lot from him recently, but is going for a castle of his own. Just take some map control. And lots of flares there from Hassan. Not too sure why. Okay, villager count, let's take a look. KW 37, 40, 45, sorry, that's totally wrong team. That's just for funhavers. Hassan's on 37, Ink's on 40, and Flu's on 47, so he's adding a decent amount of eco here. He's on to 3 TCs now. 41 for KW, 42 for Rory, and then 53 from A61. And honestly, Franks with a big free boom could be pretty frightening if they get into Cavalier, potentially even Paladin. Wouldn't be considered unlikely. See how the game develops. It could be the second game in a row, honestly, where funhavers are almost like a man down. It's like a perfect situation to have like Bohemians in that one behind enemy lines. See, have a look at the manga die though. Upgrades, not a whole lot. Actually going for the villagers. Let's have another manga die down here. And I actually don't have a range advantage as of yet. But they do good once they have like a good mass. They have upgrades, but just these guys are so tanky. 200 HP on a Hussite wagon. And watch them just go into the eco. And is there a monastery down from Flu yet? I feel like that's something you have to prioritize. So you can get the extra attack. Maybe potentially have a, you know, a relic here, a relic here. Let's check his vision actually. Doesn't see a whole lot. There is 2 down here, but they're pretty much inaccessible. And there is one up here, which you could potentially get if it goes like the long way around. I guess thinking about it, honestly, pretty much going up the second I see it. great minds think alike. Here comes a castle though from Rory. It does have to micro the Hussites a little bit. A few low HP knights though, but they should get the clear up. I think the castle's still gonna go up. Oops. Just drop something. 70%? 90? Yeah, there's too many vills there. Too many vills there, and then more Hussites come over. Oh boy. Oh, really boy. That's all like Rory really needs to do is like put up castles, potentially mark it up to imp, and then start adding shrubs once he's in Imperial Age. Or maybe just red player. Like red player's just getting pretty much off scot-free, and he's up to imp already. He's 61, and very free farms, 10 on gold. Gold could be an issue, but there is a gold pile here. Cheap castles too. Likely gonna castle that in the long run. Okay, Genbo's coming over though. And Genbo's, once you have a mass, of course, do amazing against cavalry. They really do well, and oh my god. Rory's on 38 vills. This is the thing with Bohemians, you don't need an eco. They absolutely disrupt. Their market is also very underrated because you collect gold so much. And you're also nuking the market for everybody else when you're doing that. Maybe with the Mangadai here with +2 and the ooh, nice big shot from the Mango though. He's got to be careful he doesn't go into the castle range and does not. Still chipping away here. Ink is up as well, making use of that cheaper upgrade with Italians. I would just be expecting more Genbos as he goes to. Looks like A61 is going to dive here. If he can just get like a big mass of knights, could be like everything is needed. +1, +2, obviously a small number advantage right now. Onto Cavalier, need to get +4 as well, does go for the quick wall in the meantime. Just to secure. 2 monks coming over. 7 versus 11. Better upgrades though. And Flo's just having to come out further into Castle Age in the meantime. Okay, Rory's trying to add eco, but he is losing quite a few villagers. Oh boy, oh boy. Down to 41 now. Good raids from Hassan. Hassan's at 66 vills. So all things considered, he's done very well. Hussites though are coming in. Castle's going to go up in that hill. I think that's a better spot versus here. Go for here. Mine more stolen. Then go for another castle here. But probably wants to push Ink ASAP. Considering Genbos are on the field. Plate Barden is just about in. I'm probably going to get straight onto Treves, but gold is honestly a bit of an issue. Gold is a little bit of an issue. And Hassan's just doing a great job of grading as well. Okay, another castle here from Byzantines. And another castle from A61. Frank's castles are so cheap. So cheap. Could maybe go 2v1 here. Blue. 40% away from Imperial. Raids coming in on Flu now. Right thing to do. Target the cavalry player. Make the archers react. There's a couple of knights in here. That is quite a few. Cavalier's a big upgrade. More attack. More defense now. Just patrol, man. Oh my god, you're gonna lose that trip for nothing. Should clear that up. Should clear that up. But just kind of microing back so the man guy just chipping a little bit more. Actually going straight back into the gen ball could be... Oof, could be problematic. There's quite a few knights here. Actually, all three players coming on top of these two. Obviously, Byzantine castles just last forever. Chemistry coming as well. Chemistry for Ink. Bobbercan is obviously going to be a priority. And what's Rory up to? Okay, still got food carts on the go. And Assange has been very annoying with his manga die. Done a good job. 56 villagers now. The game is extremely close. Extremely. Mislead attack upgrades to try and make up for the difference a little bit. If he can like stabilize with a castle maybe. Oh boy. Red is coming Paladin. Just noticing that in the queue just now, and +4. Holy. Where are the gen boys? I feel like we need... Could maybe not just split half of them up? I feel like we need to be here. I feel like we need to be over there. Blue and red are not in a good spot in terms of map. But the units they have are just so strong. Why take a fight? Why take a fight when Paladin is just about to click in? It's just, to me that's bizarre. Still have 35 military though, where is it at? I guess there's still quite a bit on water still. Yep. That is why. But Paladin in 14 plus 4, 7 pierce armor, 5 melee, and is Rory really going to drop a castle here?
I know.
Yeah, well, he does have enough. The question is, where does he go for it? Oof. Now, you shouldn't be able to put that up, because the villagers are blocking it, but you can go for it here. Let's go for it there. Or on the farms. Or there. Also works. But yeah, there are major risks. So Paladin just cleared everything. It stands up to Imp, but going Imp for what? Probably manga die upgrades. No Halberdier for Mongols, that's not going to help there. And need the gen boys to really chip in. And this Byzantine castle is just staying up forever. And there's 3 castles here for Ink. Now, where are the Paladins? Flows down to 40 villagers. Oh boy. And that's not good. Just go into the eco. Just split up the numbers. 1, 2 left and right. Other one elsewhere. Just split them up. Just split them up. Paladin's even diving here. Whoa, numbers the gen boys. Nice gate from Ink. Another trip coming no. Kinda feeling like game. It feels like the Paladin in general just been too much. I mean, now we've got the gen boys having to react, and it's not easy. It's not easy in the slightest. What can Hassan afford in upgrades? Not a whole lot. Only get 12 on gold. Losing more villagers, down to 68. And actually deleting fish and chips. Oof. Actually deleting fish. I think if they can somehow push this position and break in, they could do something, but it's a big if at this point. It's a bit of a big if. And it looks like one castle is about to go down. potentially a second one here.
Hey, you.
They do call it. With Flew pretty much out of the game. 33 villagers he's down, and man, the Paladin. Telling you, man, Franks and TGs. Nomad TGs. They're strong. Well, they're definitely underrated. Let's put it that way. And a really good solid game too from LuB. So look at these guys, man. 192 HP. They're unbelievable. See the KD. Oh boy. 297 kills. 86 deaths. And it was all set up well. Just from Franks playing water. Like I said, if they have a fish boon, going on to land a little bit similar to Persians, and get to Paladin is not. It's really not that challenging, which is the worst of it. See, the food collected 20k, nearly twice as much as anyone else. I think was the second most at 12k, so 80,000 more. Just tuned in, yeah, Bronker. Did you see why? The Paladins, man. It's all about the Paladinos. Okay, let me just change the score here on OBS. 2-0, so funhavers is really looking to try and get a consolation point here now. Just hop out to the screen. Okay, so I was really saying the last game, you'd maybe expect the funhavers to win their second game because they get the stronger civs, arguably. But Bohemians, I guess the situation of the game was tricky. So Bohemians just kind of in behind enemy lines was really difficult. Byzantines just camping out of their castles. And then Frank Paladin pretty much coming in and killing absolutely everything. So we're going last game, it's likely to be Koreans, Berbers, and Vikings. Magyars would be a surprise. But I would say Koreans, Berbers, and Vikings. And then Portuguese, Gujaras, and I guess Malay or Burmese are absolutely fine. Don't mind either of the civs. So this group is group, can't remember, F, I believe. I said it was probably going to be the most difficult group. Because I think the third and the fourth seeds here are just as probably good as many of the second seeds. Take a quick look on the spec dashboard. I don't believe the lobby is up yet. Just have the spec dashboard, cycling through everything. It's always nice going to inspect dashboard. You go to the streamers tab. I'm always like second bottom, something like that. It's back above 1600, so I'm just going to camp it there. So people think I'm better than I really am. Thank you, 1v1 Black Forest. What a time to be alive. So just waiting on the lobby. The lobby. If that's the case, I just quickly go to the bathroom. RB. I believe I have a lobby. I do. A lot of tune as well. Okay, they're just in lobby. And Petito was in. Petito. And same team on the other side, so Hassan is still in, but Ank is out. Okay. I'm just gonna close the blinds because it's bloody freezing in here. One. Damn, upset. For me, it's not. In all honesty, Lily. I expected both of these teams to be pretty well matched. Thank you, Momo. Thanks for your help tonight as well. It's much appreciated. Just the Taiwan scene on Nomad is so large. Shed told me they have their own internal ranking system, specifically for Nomad that goes like 300 players deep, something like that, which is insane. That's so cool. Now it did come up. Let's see if I can just get on it and spec dashboard. I cannot. Fucking hate the lobby browser, man. Oh, it's such a pain in the bum. I don't know why it's so fucking bad. There we go. I just realized I've had that BRB right over my face a full time. Okay, let's try and catch up then. Game number 3 between funhavers and LuB. And we'll start with the funhavers again, who technically are higher seeds. But I believe, honestly, I do believe that these are two of the better pot 3 and pot 4 teams. Probably both considered Nomad specialists. It's been a very competitive set so far, and Flute is playing as Vikings in this one. And Vikings, honestly, not a bad civ to have on team game Nomad, because they can just get onto galleys, you know, and it's probably the best thing for them to do. The land transition's a little bit sketchy, maybe not the easiest thing to do, but you can absolutely dominate on water with Vikings. Petito is oh my lord.
Yeah.
This is absolute madness up here. Jesus Christ. Okay, is KW actually gonna get away with that? So you got Lim? You need to get Lim ASAP. Oh, he done the house trick? Petito's trying to come around their way. So KW is melee. Oh my god. He's melee. And Hassan is Berbers here, which is really nice. Can he maybe go for a house trick? Petito? Oh, he's gonna lose. Oh, that's so close. One more hit. Ooh. Really nice job. K1 -1, looks like it, right? Does look like he's down a villager. So he does snag the boar at the very least. Hassan is playing as Berbers and the Grey, so you get these 3 players all over to the west hand side. You get A61 playing as the Kajaras. Oof. Way over to the east. And if there's a civ that's going to be completely untouched that I don't want to play against, it's probably Kajaras, man. Let's see how early the mill goes up. I actually want to take a look at how many cows that LuB has, and I don't see anything. Of course, playing the Portuguese and Rory means I have that shared exploration. It might actually be really easy to get the cows to LuB so he can get a mill up. Why? I think it was just lost underneath the TC. I mean, there's 2 different TCs here, so I think the villager was lost that way. I think for KW, he's just going to try and disrupt here. If he can disrupt 2 players, he's going to do his job. And with organ guns potentially coming in from Rory, and then maybe even Sharamshas from A61. Sharamshas and Team Game Nomad are an absolute nightmare to deal with. We've got a villager scouting now. How many cows? Send me your cows. The cow slaying should already begin. Send them. Send them to the mill. We have deer here, you got a boar, still got another cow your own. Going for the boar here.
もっとやるちょん
Even without the cow bonus or the... Oh my god. I saw it's quite a bit of HP lost there. Ew.
Agna.
I think gonna try and take a fight on the hill. I don't really like that decision, but so be it. And Rory's already on the way up, and the Portuguese. Galleys slightly cheaper with the gold reduction, can be pretty nice. And where did that villager go? Oh my god, walled him out and everything. Petito, what a god.
もっとやるちょん
But no fighting here. Maybe if Petito can just hold this down as a 1v1 with some towers, potentially as Koreans, that would be amazing. But it looks like Hassan's even going to get dipped into towers here as well. I think I prefer just Koreans fighting for towers and being a pain in the bum for Malay, because Hassan's likely going to have to help out versus these two. Otherwise, Blue's going to be in troubles, especially playing as Vikings. Ideally, these are the two subs you want to be playing for land. If Rory and A61 are just allowed to boom freely, it's going to be difficult. And it looks like going to see a stable added here from A61. I'm probably going to try and find some more cows. There's only one in there. Could pretty much scout the shoreline and find a lot more. You can see one here, another one here. Why don't you just send your scout along the shoreline? You'll find so many. So first player's into feudal, galleys on the way already. And galleys from the way from Flu. Obviously cheaper docks. Galleys a little bit cheaper as well, which is always nice, but looks like first blood is going to be to Robin. Actually building the blacksmith right on the shoreline. Is he going to notice?
Yeah.
And does just pull back. Nice job.
Namaste.
So no one over here on this west side is in yet. KW looking for the outpost to come up. Petito's in. As is San. I think the trap here is to get two focused down on the one player. We saw it earlier today, Kajaras on Team Game with Nick, and yeah, they're very, very strong. And let's add in a scout. I know another bit up to Castle Age. Kajaras are just like low-key good. You can like hide your fish as well, and then your units are so strong. It's not an easy civ to deal with, especially if you're in the middle of the map here like this. And I guess you could wall like this if you're Flay, but then you're really closing yourself in. Let's take a look at the micro battles up top. 6 galleys versus 4 fletching versus fletching, so pretty even there. And San running with his fish. I guess got the all clear that the galleys are engaging, right? Got to be wary of any new ones coming out. KW actually gets the first tower down. How? Why? Tito and Hassan were both first to Feudal Age. To me, that's a little bit of a surprise. Mark is up from Petito though, and he's on a bit to Castle Age. I guess he has a stone back here. A61. See if he goes for TCs. I'd just maybe add TCs and go for a few Sharamses. TC on the gold, maybe? Oh, it doesn't even have Bitags yet. Maybe even just the elite house if you're Petito and just castle here. Maybe lose a couple of L's, that would be the only risk. Even the scout was chipping in there as well, which is nice. A defensive tower from Hassan in the meantime should be good enough and get a bot in the stone walls, nice job there. TC yet? No, I'm actually going 1 TC. They're gonna go Sharamshas. They move hella fast. Is he going for... Oh god. That's gonna be rough. Okay, just Galley Wars still going on in the north. Looks like Blue is master numbers, but all this fishy go down the bottom. Totally untouched. Totally untouched. It's crazy. Still more towers coming down from KW. And yeah, there's a castle. Just where we expected a bit. I think most definitely gonna lose a couple of villagers here. Gotta lose. If they can micro the weak ones back, it's an amazing job. Be an amazing job. Does lose 1. Gets the other one back and only loses 1 there. That's really nice. Really good job. And the war wagons are going to be coming. And Blue's already running. Already getting out of there. And always going to have extra vessels as melee. Versus any other normal civ, right? Do we maybe try and run behind Rory? He's not on the way up yet.
Namaste.
And it looks like water is being lost. Sharamshas though, oh my god. And KW's even gonna chip in with towers here. Oh boy. Does he maybe just continue with towers and stay feudal age? Did delete the TC by the looks of it. And Petito's going to be looking for those villagers very soon. That tower's going to be annoying, but it's not actually in range of this wood line. I'm going to try and tower the gold. It does give you a fallen back point. So this tower on the gold is pretty much guaranteed to go up. Yeah. Just flaring it just now. A61, adding a second TC. And Hassan's up as well, but it's had a really rough start to the game. Oh, and Floy's not noticed. He's not noticed. One villager goes down on the gold. His reinforcements are not going to be going well either. Floy's another one on the gold. He's going to lose all of them. And even on this side now as well. Yikes. And the Sharamsha's looking to find the villagers and not going to get any. This is, like I said, a couple of games. Like, it's really difficult if you get found out in the middle. Especially if you're playing water. You're just a sitting duck. You're an absolute sitting duck if you're playing water. And you're in the middle. Your teammates have to do a really good job of taking map and preferably be uninterrupted. Okay, Rory's up. Adding some walls, like the look of them. TC's running for KW. I don't think he's been discovered quite just yet. And is Rory on stone? He's actually been discovered by Petito on this north side here. KW has a shit ton of wood, man. Holy. And it looks like after all of that, I guess Rory... I guess he's gonna find more of the fish here. Even a turtle ship. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
KW just done an amazing job of being an absolute pain in the ass. It's actually quite impressive. What's the equal been added like? 1 TC, 2 TC, no more. Hassan. Yeah, these towers have been really effective. War Galley, of course, and then double monastery. Double monastery monks against Koreans can be fantastic, since those monks do cost less. What is it, 80 gold monks? Something like that. Plus of tech trees, amazing. They're not on stone, so no organ guns are going to be in sight just yet. What's the eco like for A61? 1 TC, 2 TC, 3. How many cows do we have? Can you let me click on it, please? There we go. Only one. So I'm not even trying to make use of that bonus as a Gajara. To me, that's a bit of a surprise. To me, that's surprising. I'm likely just going to completely dovetail or segue into camels now. Maybe just mix in the odd Sharamsha for raids. But camels generally do pretty good against war wagons as long as you get a good mass of them and you have upgrades. Generally speaking, Eco's looking a lot better. Blue has somewhat stabilized. Petito does have enough for another castle. Maybe just goes for it here on the hill. Or gonna go for it right forward on the opponent. I think he's gonna go for it super forward for maximum damage. Not thinking about long-term map control really. He wants to disrupt A61, and he's gonna go for it right on the hill. Yes. So that many war wagons, that many camels, 7, 9 villagers. Feels like it should be enough. He's also added an RTC now. University coming up also for ballistics, and yeah, Rory is definitely taking water control. One thing we saw the Amigos do today was absolutely hammer new fish. Once they've taken water control, not necessarily something that the Taiwanese team has done. I think the castle does go up. There's not a lot of elves there, but it should be enough. Those God's sake, those Gajara bonus damage camels. Wowzers. They do an amazing job. And it feels like the funhavers have pretty much stabilized. Team score, nearly the exact same. KW, still not being discovered. Still not being discovered. It's actually really impressive. And they catch the turtle ship. No. Not on gold. Got a food economy running though. Does have the fish, okay. It's pretty much out the game. Villager count is 44. 41 even for Flu, so it is less. Okay. Guard tower's been added now. Love that from Petito. Does have Bodkin as well. And guard towers are going to be super hard to deal with. And the war wagons just underneath. Love it. Blue's up the castle age now as well. Let's see if he just goes for war galley for does add longboats. Of course we're up against Portuguese and caravels are known as being the longboat killer. Gajara camels. Let's see. And man, that would be an incredible tower. That tower would be insane. And funhavers have done a really good job to stabilize. Really good job. Hassan's added 1 TC, 2 TCs. 2 TCs from Petito, as I am aware. Barely dropping any farms, but it's getting them down now. Just focusing on the war wagon production. And does have this forward castle as well, which makes that production a little bit easier. Feels like A61 just not going to be able to deal with this. Where is Rory? Where's his land army? Needs to bring the monks. Honestly needs to drop monasteries here. Petito is just going to disrupt so much of the eco here with the guard towers. It's honestly a beautiful play. Look at all this wasted res. And it's kind of hard to see where he could come back from this. KW's down to 38 villagers. He is in Castle Age now and can add TCs. Rory's desperately trying to get a castle. It just seems like there's so much sunk cost here from A61, who is losing vills. And the score, I feel, is going to start to grow. And honestly, the guard towers are fantastic, just for targeting the camels as well, because they don't have a lot of pierce armor. I believe they have... Look at the damage it does. Oof. Now that's a castle. That is a castle, alright. It's probably gonna go up. Man, it flies up to Imperial Age. He's just gonna bypass Castle Age. Only got up a few minutes ago. He's like, yeah, let's just go. Let's go Imperial. Where do you go with... Where do you go Imperial Age with the Vikings? So that's the question. What do you do in Imperial Age of Vikings? Okay, now we gotta back off for Petito. Sans Berbers as well. Just spam knights, bro, honestly. Once you can deal with the massive camels, or the Kreen player, maybe add some pikes. Just switch onto knights as well. Obviously these guys are a big issue as well, but you can always mix in light cav. It's a lot of monks. There are cheap monks as well. Imperial Age is in for Rory. Okay. Is play on stolen? No, I don't know. I don't know what the game plan is for the imp here. I'm not too sure. He could also sling, which is why he's going for coinage potentially. And that could make sense. Because he can't sling resources, Castle Age to Castle Age. And that might be it.
Yeah.
Which to me would make sense. Obviously it's a big investment to do it. But to me that makes the most sense. Okay, another castle from Rory. Rory. Okay, monks are coming though. Oh boy. Oh really boy. Adding more villagers. Probably the right call from Vikings. Could kind of get caught into a corner here though. I'll say that. Okay, just some idols. That is a lot of war wagons. Gajara players getting closer and closer pushed to the sea. Rory's gonna be an Imperial Age. Oh boy. Okay, good reaction. Straight onto Trebs, looks like it. Flare, just continue to expand. San onto light cav now. Okay. KW's done a really good job of walling the map. Holy hell. Look at that. He didn't and going for the walls here. They're especially a nice touch. Just to wall out the gold in the stone. Really nice. The war wagons, just with the Berber camels, just tanking. Looks like the military should be. Yeah, 4 camels left, 361. He's down to 74 villagers now. And Imperial Age coming in for Petito now as well. Maybe the questions need to be asked. Where was Petito game 2 and where was Petito game 1? He's taking absolutely everything. Can he go for the monks though? Big risk. Big risk. 9 monks, 15 war wagons. How confident are you in your micro? How many villagers is Rory up to? 115. Hassan's up to 111 himself. It feels like where are they? You know, like doesn't really have fish eco either. It's like where are they all? It's like they're running all over the place. Okay, just spamming camels. Trying to find that stone. Treb does take out this castle of Petitos. Warbagons is chilling down the bottom right now. Actually, the guard tower is getting insane damage there. And Roy did a really good expanding with his castles. No sign of organs at all. Absolutely zero sign of organs.
Oh.
Nine monks, 3 light cav. And then the camels to come in. Yeah, I like them dying. I think that's pretty likely. Okay, half switch is coming from Koreans. I think we've been needing that. How does the eco look now? Tito's eco looks pretty set up well. And I think Flu is just full sling, which makes the most sense. Just honestly keep adding vills and just sling absolutely everything. You have Berbers and you have Koreans. You have KW kind of out of the game. And he can't sling anyone yet because he's still in Castle Age. Even A61 is still in Castle Age as well. Oh boy. So, Floyle, no, he doesn't really need to add military here. And what do you add as Vikings? What do you add? I think the only thing you can maybe call for is Siege Ram. Siege Ram, Berserks, not exactly an easy, cheap thing to do. It feels like the Jazz is slowly getting deleted. I'm not seeing a whole lot of military on the field from Portuguese. Some halves. A few halves here and there. Imperial Age, though, is in for KW. War Wagons in the middle of his eco, though. He's going to be going for halves of his own. Okay, castle goes down. Rory making some ground up. Camels coming in, no. They are 7+4. So, not typically a great unit to raid with, but they're 7+4. Yes, they are. And war wagons coming in as well. War wagons this side. Also been annoying, but trying to get ran into halves pretty much. Could this be the end? And Hassan is thinking about Camel Archer switch. But he is going for McGivy Camels first. Getting all these Camel Archer upgrades. Crazy. What a great deck. Okay, Rory is pushing with Siege. Didn't see bombard cannons from Petito as of yet. He's actually going for Cap Ram. Okay, does have keeps now. Are they still up? Nope. Population count. Blue up to 138. He is going for crossbows, so likely going to try and add some ARB. Military count for A61 is not fantastic, and neither for KW. So it's all about Rory right now. If they can just focus them down, they get war wagons in the back, camels taking out the TC. LuB is an Imperial, but not too sure what he's really going to gain from it. And I'd rather just see the... How many villages are in here? That's the question. There's 15 in there. Sure, go for it. A couple of helps coming over is not going to be the saving grace by any means. Hassan dropping castles now. Cap Ram's coming in as well. Not really seeing anything from blue. A couple of trebs, just a few helps here and there. Shouldn't be enough to overwhelm by any means. And even a treb going down to a couple of crossbows. They're going to have chemistry, they're going to bring archer armor. Arb will likely come in pretty soon as well. Okay, castle goes down. I don't think you can stop this. Don't think you can stop these kind of numbers. Elite War Wagon, Camel Archers, just Hell Bomber Cannon in the meantime. Score is growing. Arbalest even in. I think that's gonna be it's gotta be a down castle. Maybe not as of yet, but it's certainly on the way. See if it deletes the foundation. Even Petito putting a tower on top of it. Look at the range. Has he got Yupso? Oh. Has he? No, not yet. Ah, 8 plus 3, okay. Maybe we can get Yupsong in. Go ham. Yeah, it feels pretty GG. Hard to see a way back into the game when the momentum is this bad, you know what I mean? The momentum is all in favour of the funhavers. More castles coming up. You're going to see more Korean keeps as well, no doubt. And looks like they're at least going to salvage a point in here in this set. Which I am sure they're probably disappointed to open up 2-0, but come, this is a good thing about play all three. It gives you a chance to redeem yourself and get something out of the set. If you come away with a 2-1, it's certainly much better than walking away with a 3-0. So it's certainly feeling like that. Even Flu's up to 50 military now as well. There's enough thumb ring in these bad boys, but with the amount of halves out, it's not going to be overly important. And even diving for the bomber cannons. Gajara camels out. They are heavy camels, but don't even have armor. They've only got +2. Still waiting on that. And we get camel archers anyway, so good luck dealing with it. Massive war wagons in the back. And there to call it. GG! And funhavers take the last game, giving themselves a point, and also denying the 4 points to LuB, which is also huge. Also huge. Denying the last bonus point. You get a game per win, and you get a game for the set win as well, essentially. Yeah, but honestly, it was a really good decision from Flu just to bypass Castle Age. It's like, what am I going to add anyway? Go to Imperial Age, understanding the rules of slinging, I assume. And just add villagers so you can sling. Honestly, a really, really good understanding of the game and the settings. But Petito, man, where was he game 1 and 2? I guess he's got Koreans, and Koreans are just beast mode. Absolute beast mode. Okay, so Baby Shark and Stupid French Dogs is tonight, but I am not gonna be doing that one. It's gonna be too late for me. Hopefully gonna cast the Rex of it tomorrow, if I have enough time. If not, another day. Let's just quickly go on to the Wikipedia. Oh, I just put 3-0. Oops. Yeah, GG's. Well done. So it was 28 versus 24. So in terms of seeding, actually very close. Actually pretty close. But that's going to be big. That is going to be big. This is a group with Mika and Nikov. And then the remaining team. I think the remaining team's going to finish bottom, in all honesty. I think they're going to struggle the most. Because they're not going to be really aware of the team game meta. Not by any standards, I don't think. Let's see when they get organised though, and yet Baby Shark and Stupid French Dogs in 2.5 hours. So I know some of the Taiwan community will be staying up to watch that or whatever time of day it is. And then pub, no hope tomorrow, which I will be doing. I did get the score wrong. Hang on. I don't know why I changed that to 3. 2-1. Another 2-1. You know what? Okay, that's gonna be it. From me, I see 9 is streaming. So let's go and send everybody over to 9. So have a wonderful night. I will catch you all later.